Okay, thank you everyone for joining tonight, and we are going to read Sushant Verma's entry for from the pages of childhood, and he has written a really sweet kavita. I have read it, and I couldn't wait for you guys to read it. So first, it will be read by Chota Himanshu, and then Abhineet will be doing the same. Okay, and okay, so Himanshu, whenever you are ready, just let me
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay, may I start?
know. Yeah, please, please go ahead.
Yeah. तुम्हारे ड्राइंग रूम में सोफा तो बहुत अच्छा है, पर मुझे सावन का झूला याद आता है। बाजार भी तुम्हारे शहर में खूब है, लेकिन मुझे अपने गांव का मेला याद आता है। तुम्हारे गमले में फूल बहुत सुंदर हैं, पर मुझे अपने गांव की बगिया याद आती है। वो बिजली का जाना और मिट्टी के तेल की डिबिया याद आती है। याद आता है चूल्हे से निकलता हुआ धुआं। याद आता है घर के बाहर कुआं। याद आता है छप्पर से टपकता पानी। याद आती है छुट्टियों में घर आई हुई नानी। याद आता है वो खेत जिसने पिता जिसने पिताजी से उसकी जवानी छीन ली। याद आता है वो शमशान जिसने मुझसे मेरी दादी की कहानी छीन ली। वो खेल मैदान जो बच्चों का बचपन खा गया। वो मोबाइल जो मिट्टी के सारे बर्तन खा गया। गोबर की लिपाई और उस पर चलने से माँ का डांटना याद आता है। ढीले से आम का तोड़ना और मधुमक्खी का काटना याद आता है। वो मेरा गांव कहाँ खो गया जब से मैं बड़ा हो गया। जब ब्रिलियंट, इतना ही था ये।
ये एग्जैक्टली इतना ही था।
थैंक गॉड।
है ना हिमांशु, इतना ही था।
हाँ,
इट
बहुत
इज
शानदार।
ब्यूटीफुल, बहुत शानदार। आई वुड मैं अभी राइटर्स कैफे में आई विल जस्ट कमेंड हिम कि भाई अगर तुम आ सकते हो तो आओ, बिकॉज योर वर्क इज बीइंग लव्ड बाय एवरीवन। जस्ट अ सेकंड गाइस, आई मीन यू गाइस कैन कंटिन्यू द डिस्कशन, जस्ट गिव मी अ मोमेंट।
इसमें बहुत बहुत शानदार था। मतलब आई कैन रिलेट कि मैं तो गांव में ही रहता हूँ तो। हम्म,
And I am feeling sad.
वाह।
The line he has written, I assume it may be correct, may not be. Like he has lost his grandmother at a very
या
early age, and it haunts him.
राइट, राइट, दिस पार्ट राइट। कि याद आता है वो खेत जिसने
या
पिताजी से उनकी जवानी
दादी से उसकी जवानी छीन ली। हाँ, याद आता है
छीनी।
वो शमशान जिसने मुझसे दादी की कहानी छीन ली।
ये जो लाइन है ना, वो
ये
खेल का
मतलब
मैदान जो बच्चों का बचपन खा गया, इस चीज से मैं थोड़ा सहमत नहीं हूँ। आई मीन
थोड़ा
आई,
कंफ्यूजन है कि
हाँ,
वो आगे खा गया या जिससे बच्चों को बचपन पा गया, ऐसा कुछ। और
हो
वो
सकता है।
मोबाइल जो मिट्टी के सारे बर्तन खा गया।
वो
ये
मुझे
तो
चलो
या
थोड़ा
तो
बहुत समझ में आता है,
ये
बट
होगा
ये
ये
खेल का।
होगा।
बोलो।
मे बी इन दोनों लाइन में वो कुछ होगा, जैसे या वो मोबाइल जो बच्चों का बचपन खा गया, ऐसा कुछ होगा। मे बी।
Yeah. Swan is also saying that I guess we are not able to interpret what he meant. Yeah, probably that could
Uh,
be the
what,
case.
what I feel with that line,
Hmm.
that
Hmm.
the changes happen in this society or in form of cities, that
Hmm.
most of the grounds are now have tall buildings and there's no place to play. Now children are stuck to their home and their whole childhood is spent over that period or that space. It maybe interpretation, one of the interpretation is that वो खेल का मैदान जो बच्चों का बचपन खा गया.
But see, but वही ना बात मुझे वही लगता है कि like I feel, and again I guess many of us would agree that खेल का मैदान actually adds to your childhood, right? A ground where you played with your friends that adds to the memories of your childhood. I'm pretty sure we are missing something. Either it's a typo or something, या फिर we are missing something very important. Swan
Right.
is saying,
एंड
hmm, go ahead.
या प्लीज कंटिन्यू।
नहीं नहीं नहीं, मैं बस ये कहता कि Swan is saying it can be disappearance of grounds at ate their childhood, but उसका गायब हो जाना उनका बचपन खा गया. Yeah, that could be the case, but I mean, but अगर आप पढ़ेंगे पहली बार में तो it doesn't explicitly tells you कि he is talking about खेल के मैदान का गायब हो जाना, right? It seems like खेल का मैदान जो है वो बचपन खा गया. I don't know, maybe बंदे इतना खेलते थे कि पढ़ाई लिखाई करना भूल गए. I don't know. But yeah, open to interpretation.
नहीं,
Exactly. That is.
एंड एक सेकंड, मेरे को स्क्रीन नहीं दिख रहा है या स्क्रीन विजिबल नहीं है?
तो स्क्रीन विजिबल
It's
नहीं है.
it's visible. I guess
एक
it's on your own
मिनट,
age.
तुम रीजॉइन करो, रीजॉइन करो. अच्छा, यहाँ पे और एक चीज आती है. हालांकि मैं भी आई ऑलवेज टेंड टू टॉक अबाउट माय विलेज एंड एवरीथिंग, बट वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट एंड सुशांत हियर इज आल्सो टॉकिंग अबाउट हिज विलेज, राइट? एंड आई थिंक एट सम पॉइंट ही सेज दैट कहाँ गया, बाजार भी तुम्हारे शहर में खूब है, लेकिन है ना, तुम्हारे ड्राइंग रूम में सोफा तो बहुत अच्छा है. सो आई आई अंडरस्टैंड दैट what he has written is based on his experience in the rural area, and he's sort of comparing it with the resources and the luxury that is available in the urban places. But if we think about it, okay, let us assume that all of us have grown in a rural area. Okay, I'm just assuming that might not be the case, but at the same time that doesn't change the fact that any kid who is growing up in an urban area. Exactly. Any kid who's growing up in an urban area wouldn't have the same magnitude of nostalgia, right? So yeah, I feel yeah, I guess he's definitely not putting anyone down. He's just saying कि हाँ भाई तुम्हारे पास भी है, but मेरे को ये ज्यादा पसंद है. So I feel that makes sense. That makes sort of provides a balanced perspective. I could be wrong, but yeah.
मैं लो कि जैसे वो स्टार्ट हुआ बहुत ही एक स्लो पे स्टार्ट हुआ, देन ओके अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा, एंड देन सडनली वो जवानी खा गया, देन वो
हम्म,
शमशान वाला लाइन, एंड देन वो खेल मैदान वाला,
सही
वो
बात है.
पूरा एक और कहानी पूरा टर्न लेती है. एंड
ये हिट
काफी
करता है ना
रिलेटेबल
काफी
था.
तेज. ये जवानी छीन ली और कहानी छीन ली वाला पार्ट अचानक से हिट करता है बहुत बुरी तरह से,
हम्म.
है ना. He explicitly doesn't say कि his grandmother passed away. He just says that the stories she used to tell me are taken away, snatched away by the shamshan. That is sad. Swan is saying that it's written from a perspective to defend it from the fact that we often try to downgrade the village. Absolutely, totally, definitely. And I really don't understand why people do that. Aaj bhi people do that, calling people, like if you are having an argument with someone and if they are not able to articulate their opinions, they tend to call them a gawar, right? कहाँ से कौन से गांव से है? They used to say, they tend to say this, and I still don't understand that it is so clearly antagonistic, so bad and so toxic to say such things. This actually shows your mindset is down the gutter, right? And I have seen this thing in Calcutta. It happens rampantly. The people who are from Calcutta, they tend to put down the people who are coming from the rural areas. Okay, and I actually hate this sort of an attitude. I don't know, and there's another reason for it, but that is totally different, because West Bengal has become a Calcutta centric state. I mean, each and every other state has a few major cities, but West Bengal is always like Calcutta. If you ask any Bengali friend of yours, they'll be like, "कहाँ से हो?" "Kolkata से हूँ." As if Kolkata is a state itself. It is not. Kolkata is a good city. It has a rich heritage, but I think the attitude that people carry here is down the gutters, and yeah, nevertheless. Okay, have you guys ever faced any such thing, any such sort of discrimination? So one is saying, yeah, everyone does this. अब तो शहर की हवा लग गई है, अंग्रेज हो गए हैं, and on the other side, गवार. Exactly. I think there are two very negative extremes to this spectrum, and kahin pe beech mein rehna is always better. Yeah, Abhineet, I think you were saying something. Please go ahead.
No, I
Okay,
would say
I thought you were saying something because you breathed or something. I think someone was trying to say something.
हाँ, ये जैसे गंवार वर्ड वाला बात एग्जांपल दिए ना आपकी, ऐसे
Right.
होता है।
Mm-hmm.
तो चलो यार, वैसे तो हर जगह है, लेकिन एक एग्जांपल इधर का देता हूँ।
Please go ahead.
रायपुर में, मतलब ऐसे इन जनरल लोगों का पता नहीं होगी क्या है, लेकिन स्कूल्स में तो ओडिया वर्ड ही ऐसे, क्या बोलते हैं, बेइज्जती किसी का करना है तो उसको
हाँ, तो
ओडिया
स्कूल के
बोल
बाजू
दो।
में लोग भी तो वैसे ही रहते थे।
ठीक है ना, तो अब वो तेरे को लिख रहा है कुछ
क्या लिख रहा है?
चैट में।
बाजू
Rapper got triggered. Abhinit is saying my first experience of discrimination is that I was understood as Punjabi is in my first hostel due to English. Ah, right, right. That thing tends to happen. The accent wala thing is very rampant and it is very pathetic. It is very pathetic.
even though I have never been to Punjab at that very moment,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and how
Mm.
someone can even thought of that I'm from Punjab with my English accent, which I have never heard of.
Mm. Right, right, right. I feel some certain jokes. See, there are jokes out there which can be termed discriminatory. Okay, so I am pretty, I'm pretty sure that a few jokes are to be, they are meant to stay within your close circle, right? Jahan pe, it's just you and two or three of your friends, and it is not going out. That is fine, as long as you're not doing it in front of people whom you don't know and trying to put them down, right? I don't know, man. This should not happen. This happens a lot. Someone is saying I always intimidate people. लफड़ा चाहिए ही नहीं. I'm missing my mic today. देखो आदर्श. आदर्श is saying wow
एक्सटर्नल
intimidate.
माइक यूज करते हो क्या आप?
Swan is मदारा हो
मिसिंग
चुका है.
माइक टुडे बोले ना, इसलिए बोल रहा कि एक्सटर्नल माइक यूज करते हो क्या है। ये स्वर्ण का बड़ा दिक्कत है, अपने मीट होस्ट करते समय वीडियो कैमरा माइक सब चालू, बाकी समय चैट में।
That is true. I think Swan has one of the best settings I've ever seen. जब वो बैठता था यूवी के वीडियोस वगैरह में, सॉरी सेशन वगैरह में, he used to sit and everything was एकदम perfect. 20 के बाद देखूंगा. Swan is going to revolutionize everything after 20th of January. सब बदल देगा.
सब
अच्छे
सब कुछ, कुछ नहीं छोड़ना, सब कुछ चेंज,
अच्छे दिन तो
पूरा
अब
टाइम
आएंगे.
टेबल चेंज। फिर क्रोम का टैब भी दूसरा ही खुलेगा, क्रोम टैब छोड़ो, सीधा ऐप ही बदल देगा।
ब्रेव ब्राउजर. छोटा हिमांशु left. Oh. I think he has some sort of a network issue. He regularly does leave. He has some. Okay, his data is over. Okay, okay. But guys, if you guys don't know, Chota Himanshu lives at a very beautiful place, and there's a little hill next to his house. जिसके ऊपर, at the peak of that hill, there's a temple, and many a times in when the sun goes down, he goes to that temple and sends pictures from the hilltop, and it's thoroughly dark by the slant of the hill, and only tiny lights from his little town can be seen at the foot of the hill, and the rest of the light is from the temple periphery, and it is beautiful. And the moon comes out. Oh, when the sun goes down and the moon comes out. Right, right. That song has a very groovy vibe to it. Swan is saying exactly. There's a book coming. There's going to be design carnage, and oh yeah. By the way, guys, Swan is intensely into writing. I hope you guys have been reading his daily poems. He has crossed 50 poems, and some of those poems are amazingly beautiful, and some hit you really hard. Okay, and he's actually working on a book. Hello, Sneha. Thank you for joining. Sneha has joined after a very long time. Okay, and of course, Swan is really good at designing, graphic designing, and video editing, and all those things. I'm pretty sure he's going to spend a lot of time at that, right? And yeah, you have those images, Swan. If possible, share करिएगा थोड़ा lounge में because people need to see those videos, images. Amazing they are. ग्राफिक नहीं है मतलब फिर भी चलो ना ठीक है गलत बोल दिया मान लो अभी इतना क्या गलती पकड़ रहे
क्या ग्राफिक?
हो ग्राफिक
अच्छा,
डिजाइन
ग्राफिक डिजाइनिंग छोटा वर्ड.
By the way, chalo, Abhineet, it's your turn now, and I would request you if you can, elaborate on certain lines. Okay, that would be really nice of you. Chaliye,
Ready?
please
So
go ahead.
तुम्हारे ड्राइंग रूम में सोफा तो बहुत अच्छा है, पर मुझे सावन का झूला याद आता है। बाजार भी तुम्हारे शहर में बहुत खूब है, लेकिन पर मुझे गांव का मेला याद आता है। तुम्हारे गमले में फूल बहुत सुंदर है, पर मुझे अपने गांव का बगिया याद आता है। वो बिजली का जाना और मिट्टी के तेल की डिबिया याद आती है। याद आता है चूल्हे से निकलता धुआं, याद आता है घर के बाहर का कुआं, याद आता है छप से टपकता पानी, याद आती है छुट्टियों में सुनाई गई घर पे आई हुई नानी। याद आता है वो खेल जिसने पिताजी से उनकी जवानी छीन ली। याद आता है वो शमशान जिसने मुझसे दादी की कहानी छीन ली। वो खेल का मैदान जो बचपन बच्चों का बचपन खा गया, वो मोबाइल जो मिट्टी के सारे बर्तन खा गया, गोबर की लिपाई और उस पर चलने से माँ का डांटना याद आता है, ढीले से आम का तोड़ना, मधुमक्खी का काटना याद आता है। वो मेरा गांव कहाँ खो गया जब से मैं बड़ा हो गया। वो मेरा गांव कहाँ खो गया जब से मैं बड़ा हो गया।
I think we have uh, rarely read such a beautiful thing in terms of all of us getting hit with the same magnitude of emotions. The way Sushant has written it. And Sushant often shares his work, guys, in the Writers Cafe, right? By each and every line. Exactly, exactly, Berlin. And as Himanshu was telling in the first read, that this starts in a very casual manner, and then dhire dhire it starts, it starts scratching the surface, and all of a sudden, when we come to this line, na कि याद आता है वो खेत जिसने पिताजी से उनकी जवानी छीन ली याद आता है वो शमशान जिसने मुझसे दादी की कहानी छीन ली that hits you hard that hits you really hard Berlin is saying except I'm still trying to understand those two specific ones true these two exactly I
Yes,
I I'm still somewhere doubtful about that खेल का मैदान वाला part but apart from that it's a phenomenal work that he has done others guys please add to the discussion.
yes, I feel that. He doesn't want to be pathetic towards city, or also he doesn't want to be over contrasted uh, towards village. But he tries to put a simple harmonic interest of his own, what he felt during his childhood when he shifted towards a new city life, and then what uh, that something hits when you see some child in the city living their own world, and what are the different contrasting that can be highlighted, and at the same pace when it's catching something internally, it hits with a emotion of the back hit that comes to his mind. That's what I feels.
Yeah, true, true. I think the feeling is mutual. At the same time, I'm just seeing what Chota Himanshu has read in the lounge. That so his data was over, as Abhineet mentioned. So he's like, data over. Sorry. Let me finish my point here. Build up is great, and that twist is very relatable. Like it's written for me. Still confused on the line. This one, mobile mitti ka bartan kha gaya. Right? Yeah, I mean, I can still probably acknowledge थोड़ा सा मोबाइल मिट्टी का बर्तन खा गया वाला part, but I still don't understand वो खेल का मैदान जो बच्चों का बचपन खा गया. I really wish Anusha is also saying that same, that these two lines could be a little bit confusing, but I guess we can explicitly ask Sushant about the same, and maybe he would be able to elaborate. So he says that in rural on and about that gawar wala thing, he's saying in rural areas it's just a synonym of stupid. Yeah, yeah, it is indeed a synonym of stupid. But what is gawar, right? But actually, this term denotes person who lives in village. Exactly, that is what Himanshu has also written. And at the same time, guys, you can see that in the lounge, our very own Rizzy Swan has shared some of the pictures that he has made. Those are some creepy pictures. Okay, those are some really nice and creepy ones. He's really good at it. He's definitely good at it. And I can see somebody is writing a record, and they feel that hearing people talk while writing records is good. Nice,
What?
nice.
You are reading like that.
So yeah,
I thought you weren't noticing.
no, no, I don't get the
He
notifications.
always he is always online on WhatsApp, even if he's in a meeting. Berlin has
I
raised his
can
hand.
multitask, you know.
Multitasking. Yeah, Berlin, please go ahead, brother.
Yeah, bro. I just wanted to like add to the same part to that.
Mhm.
Like I belong to a village, and I used to like travel, of course, through school van to go to my school. Like it's in a town. It's
Right.
about like not that far, but like almost 20 kilometers if we talk about it. And I never like heard anyone talk to me or like kind of judge me because like I'm from a village. However, like one certain experience happened with my brother. He was very young, like he probably was in first class. And he was like said that you're very pendu, tum kahan se aa gaye ho? And pendu actually means like someone like gawar, the same way like from village. So
Someone who's from the pinned or what?
village, yeah, gaon,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
pinned in
yeah.
Punjabi is gaon. So yeah, he
Yeah.
was as like and we actually like he came home and we heard it and we kind of like laughed it off like it's okay. And we asked him what he said, and he told me like he gave a very wise reply for his age, and he told them that you guys are eating food, it is probably from a village as well and all. And we were actually surprised, like at a young age he gave like a really wise reply to the girl. And we still tease him for the same thing, like तुम तो बचपन में किसी लड़की से ये कहलवा के आए थे. But still I believe that the word like is very misused, like someone from village is not equal to uneducated, or it's like they call it like they're yeah stupid. So that was something like yeah that I some kind of similar experience that we had also like about this poem. I can actually relate to each and every line, and actually yeah, each and every, except like of course those two that are confusing me. But actually like everyone like can I think relate, especially if someone is from village, they can actually see that they can relate in their own way to each line. And I really kind of love this one. I really do. Yeah.
That was indeed a good point, and I must say, Berlin, that knowing that your brother is a little boy, and you're talking about a time when he was a wee little kid, and he
Yeah.
gave such a mature response to whatever was told to him, that is commendable. That is commendable.
Yeah, yeah, it actually is. And yeah, but like even we have sort of heard it, and when he told, we laughed it off, but he didn't. Like he took it quite seriously because he thought it, he was like quite he didn't only like understood that he was someone was actually like disrespecting him, but he actually like understood that they're misusing the words as well. Like he said, he was explaining them, and we still remember that. And yeah, it's some one incident like how often people do that. I think that often really happens, even if they don't do on face, probably like on back. Yeah, but yeah, this is something that people of like I think 90% of the time do. Yeah.
But there couldn't have been a harder slap to her face from your brother. I mean, he actually thought that she is confused. She actually is using a wrong word at a wrong situation. So he
Yeah,
probably
right.
looked down on her and sort of corrected her. So that is a bigger win. So yeah, kudos to him.
True.
Kudos to the
True.
little
Yeah,
boy.
right. Yeah.
So yeah. Anyone else who would like to add to this insightful and touchy discussion on Sushant's entry for the from the pages of childhood? Nobody. Anyone who was hit by one particular line? मेरे साथ ऐसा कुछ हुआ ही नहीं है. Okay, 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 okay. Understandable.
Also, the last line,
Right.
when you go to that end note, it feels like it's complete but not end.
ये वो मेरा गांव कहाँ खो गया वो वाला part.
या वो मेरा गांव कहाँ खो गया जब से मैं बड़ा हो गया.
Right. Right. So he has been forced to leave his village because he has to go to probably an urban location for education or job and all those things, right? Probably. Shadow is talking about these three. What is these three? What are you talking about, Shadow? Shadow Octi Badra. Okay.
Ritika's version of Fantastic Four.
Terrible three.
कौन कौन है ये?
ये Shadow Octi and Badra. तीन तिगाड़ा काम बिगाड़ा. Trinity Titans. Exactly.
The writing records, they do that like all the time. Yeah.
They'll be writing exactly, exactly. But this is actually a real problem. Writing records, getting done with records. I actually, I was lucky enough to have some sweet friends. I just gave them my work by record like that, and she used to write it for me, and she was amazing and never missed any homework and anything. So that was good. I'm working with records and this Mad One project. Oh, nice, nice, nice. And listening, nice, nice, nice.
इतना पहले से ही मैडम प्रोजेक्ट चालू कर लिया है, लोग बताओ डेडिकेशन.
Cough, hello. Up to they have brought this rule, na, कि you have to get done with one project after each 3 terms. I think it's something like that.
Yeah.
हाँ,
मिलके करते हैं, फिर bruh.
किसको
I was,
कूटना है.
uh, छोटा हिमांशु तो सबसे पहले कूद के आता है, बट nevertheless, I guess we are done with our discussion part for Sushant's beautiful kavita. Okay, and I hope Sushant reads whatever we have written in the Writers Cafe. And yeah, so we will be ending this part of the session for tonight. And on Wednesday, we will be reading someone else's work. Okay. Now we'll be, of course, moving on to Salem's Lot. Okay. So yeah, let me stop the recording.